can you get the hardest Persona 4 achievements without the protagonist? This means fighting the game's hardest bosses like the Reaper and Margaret without lifting a single finger as the protagonist. Oh, and I should mention, we gotta do it not once, but twice. New Game Plus is required to get every single achievement, leading to a 100+ hour completion, some insane fights, and all of the normal Persona nonsense, all without the main character. Goodbye, you Narukami.
Julian!
We begin by choosing hard as our difficulty, and with me somehow messing up my own name. Don't ask how it happened, I don't even know. After a conversation with the nose, we arrive to Inaba, meet a completely normal gas station worker, and head home because we got a case of the sleepies. In a dream, we encounter our first battle, and luckily we can get past this fight without attacking at all. From there, we wake up, as you know you do after you sleep, and meet our best buddy, Yosuke. Yosuke! Okay, Yosuke, no! Oh my god! No, Yosuke! How did they do it to you? As well as some of our other friends. All before getting freaky with the TV. Oh yeah, by the way, someone is just murdering people and sticking them in telephone lines. We then decide it's our job to solve those murders. And the only way we can think to solve said murders is by jumping into that freaky TV. In the TV, we meet Teddy, the worst Persona 4 character, and get our persona, what the game wants us to use to do battle, but we will not be using it at all. Except right here, we kinda have to break the rules. I don't think anything's going to happen if we just... This is not... That's it. So we're back here again, and I think no matter what we do, we cannot not hit these. We cannot not hit. We have to fight here. Well, we got our first achievement. Obtain the Persona Izanagi. We only got the whole game to do, and we're not allowed to attack anymore from this point on. And contrary to what I just said, it's the same issue against Shadow Yosuke. Another tutorial battle means a second round of rule breaking. So while I beat Yosuke to death, let me finally explain this challenge and all of its rules. Basically, Persona itself is a normal JRPG where it's the protagonist and 3 other party members, standard, and so the challenge is obviously I won't be using that protagonist at all. In Persona, the MC's gimmick is that he can use over 200 different demons, the system making it so you should never struggle really because you can always change your strengths, weaknesses, and have access to any spell you'll ever need. Removing him leaves our party members on their own, our party members who do not have the same power, which is what makes this extremely difficult. But from that alone, you can assume the rules and they're pretty simple. No using the protagonist at all in battle. Every single turn I will be clicking that big fat guard button. No switching personas in battle, no items, skills, nothing but guard as long as this menu is on screen. I will be allowing myself to use him during all-out attacks as long as he's not the one actually triggering them. Considering he won't be attacking, well, he should never trigger one. This is a bit of an iffy rule, but considering there's an achievement we'll need involving them, it's kind of a given to allow it. Last, I'm gonna just try my best not to overlevel. I'm always gonna try and stick around that dungeon's boss's level. For example, if you fight Shadow Kanji, you should be around level 25. So for that dungeon, I'll try and be around level 25, because this challenge wouldn't be much of a challenge if I just did a level 35 dungeon at level 60. As for why I chose hard instead of very hard, well, hard and very hard are super similar, except very hard makes it extremely difficult to get XP and money. And considering I'm already going to be playing through the game 2 whole times, let's just not deal with that. I don't have the time for it. And so, with Shadow Yosuke mopped up, we are moving on from our one and only rule break of this whole game. Now back in the real world, and having finally explored the freaky TV we're dying to get inside of, the group realized it's gotta be connected with the strange murders. And when Yukiko goes missing out of nowhere, and she begins appearing on the TV, we realize, and it's time to head back in. Before we get to save Yukiko though, we have to worry about Shadow Chie, the game's first proper boss that isn't a tutorial. Shadow Chie is unbelievably difficult for this challenge. It's a 1v2 fight that's now a 1v1, and our main attack, it's super effective against our only party member, Yosuke. This led me to running around the first floor over and over again trying to scrape up a few levels, which was way too frustrating with only one character to fight with. I died. A lot. Chie overall though isn't very bad. Once at a certain level you can survive her attacks and just heal through them. And once there, her attack patterns are very simple. You can pretty much just spam her and knock her down, but I made sure to not do all out attacks because they don't do very much damage right now. It's better to just use a simple Garu over and over again until you think she's gonna use Mazio. Then you have to block, because if you don't, that will insta-kill Yosuke and your run's over, you have nobody else. But in the end, with some good guessing and a very nice dodge, Chie goes down pretty easily. Let's go! Shadow Chie without the protagonist attacking once. With Shadow Chie defeated, they decide they need a break and leave the TV, ending this game's huge opening section and now finally leaving us to play real Persona 4. Persona games use a calendar system. Each day you get to do something in the daytime and something in the evening. And with this system, you get achievements for pretty much anything, like using a vending machine. But I decided that since Chie was really tough, I needed to get back to the dungeon as soon as possible and begin grinding. Now, I didn't expect this to be as hard as it was. In RPGs, these small-time mob enemies are the last thing you think about. But here, I was stuck on the first floor running from a majority of them because I would die if I tried to kill them. So I died over and over and over again to the actual weakest enemies in the whole game. And worst of all, I was running out of SP fast, meaning I was spending multiple days on this single dungeon. Normally in Persona games, you want to spend the least amount of time as possible in dungeons because you got so much to do outside of them. But nope, I don't get to do that. I don't get to do any of that other stuff because I'm too busy dying just to get a few levels every single day. I didn't get past this issue for a while either, like a few dungeons later. Just know it's hell every time I get to a new dungeon. I did get my first battle related achievement though, for starting a fight with an advantage. This is kind of weird because you do this before fighting Chie, yet you actually can't get this for some reason until you begin chasing Yukiko. But, well, speaking of Yukiko, 3 hours later, it's finally time to fight Shadow Yukiko. Don't say the thing. Don't say the thing, Yukiko. Don't say the thing.
Stop!
Don't say the thing. Don't say the thing. Yup, she said the thing. Super Saiyan transformation. That was so delayed. Why did she wait 10 seconds to start? This fight was not nearly as rough as Chie's for several reasons. First, before the fight, I made sure to get everyone some much needed upgrades. More specifically, Chie, as her survival is essential to this win. I also equipped a fire resistant persona for the protagonist, changing absolutely nothing but the amount of fire damage I take. Now, I know this might be very slightly rule bending, but I decided I'd allow myself to choose a new persona before every boss fight with no takebacks allowed. As for why, well, it's something you can change outside of the battle anytime, even if it's not in a dungeon. And second, I'm constantly fusing and collecting personas as numerous are needed for achievements. It would pretty much be switching regardless. But while the Chie boss was somewhat random and you pretty much had to guess what she was gonna do, Yukiko follows a pretty standard pattern. Once you spam her with ice moves, her weakness, hence why we need her Chie, she puts up white wall to remove this weakness, and then she quickly decides to charge her AoE. From there, it's just block the AoE and continue the attack, over and over again. It's honestly pretty simple. She can't summon in this little minion, but in all honesty, I think you can just get away with ignoring him. He's not difficult to deal with at all. From there, it's just follow the pattern, get Yukiko lower and lower, and eventually you have your victory. Wait, is she dead? Oh, wait, Yukiko might be dead because this. Please, 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 please. Oh my god, she's 1 HP. Please don't do something that kills me. Attack? Oh my god. Oh my god, please die. No! No, 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 no. I cannot sell like this. Okay. Shadow Yukiko without the protagonist has been beaten. Let's go.
So be a good boy and wait here until then.
Dude. Dude! Teddy, stop. Stop! Dude. Dude. I do not remember him saying this to Yukiko. Now my achievement didn't pop up for some reason. I did get it, I just never noticed when, but we can't worry about that as once we head home, we find Dojima has brought home a suspicious detective. Why did you bring Adachi here? No! Dude is staring at absolutely fuck all.
You're friends with Yukiko and Magi, right?
Yo, it's a little weird that you bring her up, dude. Sure, Adachi, sure. I don't suspect you at all. We owe you a lot. Yeah, we owe you a lot.
Thanks.
What did he just do with his arm? Dude, that little pixel behind Adachi is messing me up, bro. Why did she do that? Back to the calendar system. I can spend my days and nights doing things like increasing social stats and hanging out with people to increase social links. I mostly eat beef bowls as it rains a lot in Persona 4 and they be offering discounts on the low key when it rains. And when it came to social links, for 99% of this run, I prioritized party members. So me and Yosuke were seeing each other every day. Also, a fox joined us. Yep. Eventually, school midterms came around, and after cheating and using Google for my answers, we began to hear rumors involving a biker gang. Soon enough, this leads us to our next target, Kanji, who keeps shoving people into this freaky ass TV. Upon entering Kanji's bathhouse, it was obviously filled with strong men, with all enemies either deleting my health bar or one-shotting me. I think somebody is about to be one-shotted. Oh god. Oh god! Okay. That was a one-shot. Still, I managed. Took floors slow, ran from battles I thought were risky, and decided to snag a couple of achievements along the way. Alright, outfits equipped. We looking good. There we go. Fight a battle in costume. Oh, I just got another achievement. Exploit weaknesses 100 times. What? No, don't talk about Marie that way. No, I love her. Please let me give you a skill card. Let me register these. And there is a favor for Marie. Register a skill card. All right, and we're just gonna buy this pixie, and we got Persona Shopper. Oh, skilled commander, 50 all-out attacks. Yay, grinding is so fun. I'm having a great time just killing monsters. Oh my god. While the experience wasn't nearly as long nor painful as Yukiko's dungeon, I wasn't really ready to battle Kanji for one specific reason. Yukiko's social link. Yukiko is basically the best party member in Persona 4, and you get skills for party members during their social links. So before the dungeon got too crazy, I decided it would be best to level her link up to 4, where you get Divine Grace. This is a passive skill that enhances healing by 50%. And that helps. It really helps, especially considering from this point on, she's going to be the team's designated healer. But now that I got that figured out, it's time to return to Kanji's sexy dungeon and face the bathhouse king himself. He's gonna say the thing. Kanji, don't shoot here. Kanji. No. Now you just cooked yourself. See, Kanji, look at what you've done, bro. What the hell? I do not remember this thing being that freaky. Yo, not cool. And that is a fucking failure. Okay. Kanji is actually pretty difficult for an early game boss. He's one of the only boss fights that includes multiple enemies. While Yukiko does have that little annoying minion, you can get away with ignoring him. But with Kanji's minions, you gotta kill these guys quick. I went into this boss fight at about level 20 and honestly I thought that would suffice. But I quickly learned that that is not the case when Yukiko kept dying. Her being our most important asset for this fight. No! No! Am I dead? Oh my god! 400 damage? Assault dive. Who are we doing this? No, my god. I literally just rezzed Yukiko, bro. I decided it was time to get back to grinding. With Kanji being level 25, I stopped around there and came back the next day set on beating him. And it worked. I ended up beating him second try this day. The strategy is pretty simple. The minions are weak to fire and ice, so Yukiko and Chie spam them. When I need to heal, Yosuke and Yukiko take turns as they both have healing spells. Once the 2 minions go down, I keep Yukiko as safe as possible so she's ready to heal anytime as Kanji does big damage. Still, without his minions, he's not too big of a threat anymore, and so we're able to just spam damage in return and eventually bring him down. Oh my god, he's so close to dying. Do I? No, let's play it safe. We're gonna heal. We're gonna heal. We're gonna heal. We would have been good, I think, but it's what. Oh my god. Good, good. Look, Yosuke clutching up. And die? Okay. This should kill him. This should kill him. It just needs to hit. Okay, there we go. Kanji without the protagonist. That one, that was like the first one that actually I say would probably had given me a challenge. That one was a little tough. Good shit. We did it. We rescued Kanji. There we go. A true man's stand. Rescue Kanji Tatsumi. We did it. From there, we're back to the cycle of dilly-dallying while we wait for the next investigation. Starting with our motorcycle licenses. We're lucky enough to pass the exam and Dojima is gracious enough to give us his bike. And so we proceed to hit the town with Yosuke and our new friend Kanji.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, Yosuke, it's so over. And it plays the battle music! Why are you doing this?
Why are you here?
Yosuke, you're about to have the time of your life. No! This dude. This dude. Oh my god, look at him. She don't even oh my
Broken.
dude. With this new area unlocked, I proceeded to take Yukiko to the movies as much as possible as they make her even more overpowered. Not because I'm trying to get with her or something, we're just friends, man. I also have a fatal addiction to buying stuff online, but it was worth it. I got an achievement. Soon enough, we begin to investigate the next potential victim, Rise, an idol. We try our best to stop the kidnapping, but even Rise isn't oblivious to the effects of the freak TV, and soon enough we gotta save another person. If the TV itself wasn't freaky enough, Rise's dungeon definitely is, and you haven't even seen her boss yet. Besides the normal issues I sadly face in every dungeon that every time makes me regret doing every single second of this challenge, I got a few things done. I swapped Chie for Kanji, a choice I would quickly regret, and began Margaret's social link, something that isn't required until New Game Plus, but if I get it done now and register the fusions from the link, I could just buy them in New Game Plus. Why not? All in all though, I quickly made my way to the Rise boss fight, forgetting one really important detail. It's gotta happen every time. It's funny at this point. She's just staring off into space, bro. Ugh, get that off my screen. Dude, what the fuck was that? Shut up, bro. I'm trying to fight the boss. Oh my god, I think I forgot. This is where you have to fight Teddy, isn't it? Oh god, I thought this was gonna be so easy. I knew it was too easy. Oh my god, I forgot about What is it? Yeah, what the hell is that? Yep. Even though I beat Rise first try, there's still Shadow Teddy, a boss I completely forgot existed. And as if it's revenge for forgetting all about him, he became my first real roadblock of this challenge. When it comes to Rise, there's nothing really to talk about, but Teddy on the other hand is a monster. Worst part is his fight is just a continuation of the Rise fight, meaning for every failure I have in the Teddy fight, I gotta go beat Rise again just to get a chance to fight the stupid bear. Maybe this is where my Teddy hatred started. At first, I really thought this fight was going to be a breeze. In my first attempt, Teddy was being really kind with the attacks. He was doing nothing more than just doing a bit of damage and sending a few status effects my way. And then, out of nowhere, he just decides to... Oh... He did that over and over again, constantly slapping me with his big teddy bear paws, rubbing it in my face that I couldn't beat him that very first attempt. The issue I really faced during this fight was it's the first one to not really have much of a formula. There's no pattern. With Yukiko, it was really simple. Kanji becomes pretty easy if you beat his minions fast, but Teddy? Random. Not to mention this whole 2 phases thing it's got going on. I really began to see success when I decided to play safe as possible. I held block on Yukiko, only stopping to heal, keeping the others on damage, but even then there were times where we were all just stopping, using items, guarding, because Teddy was just spamming these hard-hitting attacks. It was a rough and very slow fight without the protagonist. And in the end, it felt like it was just a battle to keep up with Teddy rather than beat him. And after 10 attempts, keep in mind it was like a 30-minute fight every time, I feel like I really only won this one because of luck, which is kind of a shitty feeling. Yes! Shadow Teddy! Oh my god! I thought the last fight was hard. I don't have anything else to say. Fuck Teddy. Why is he doing sit-ups? Why did he? What the hell? Dude, he's going crazy. How are you even doing sit-ups with that paper-ass body? Dude, he's going nuts. There we go. The lounge is closed. Rescue Rise Kujikawa. With Rise saved, it's hopefully, the end of the murders and kidnappings. And to celebrate, we take Yukiko to the movies yet again. All for an achievement. Not to be her boyfriend or anything. It's not like I then romanced her for another achievement. Oh, but speaking of social links, I finally began to grind Marie's social link. One I actually completely forgot was really important. Like, this would have been game over if I didn't do this one. Her social link is required to access one of the endgame dungeons, and if you don't do the link, she dies and everyone she loves forgets all about her. I'm serious, by the way. I also finished Best Buddy Yosuke's social link, and for finishing our first social link, we get an achievement. Oh yeah, and by the way, another body showed up. It was like a week ago while we were like too busy celebrating. It's strange. Like, our whole thing was to stop that. Stopping these killings. Anyways, it looks like the killer has jumped into the freaky TV. I don't know why you would let the TV freak you out, but he ends up getting a pretty cool dungeon because of it. It's probably honestly my favorite so far, considering this Kubo kid is the killer and he thinks this whole thing is a game. They ran with that, made this dungeon all pixelated and all 16-bit. What isn't my favorite decision though is the fact that I decided to switch Kanji to Teddy instead of back to Chie. Strange choice considering I'm supposed to be the biggest Teddy hater, but hey, credit where credit is due. I finally beat my golden hand and I honestly couldn't have done it without him. I'm gonna finally beat a golden hand. Yay, please give it to me. Oh, I have to go through shuffle time. And we'll be right back. Feels good. And there we go, grasping at greed. I don't know why that took me so long. One thing to note though is that Rise is now on the team, not as a playable character but as our navigator, meaning she'll give us constant information during battles as well as buffs. She is also the biggest part of the hardcore Reset fan achievement, requiring you to hear 250 unique Rise lines in battle, which is not only a lot, but it's very annoying, especially because there is no in-game way to track this achievement at all. Thankfully, there is a helpful guided tracker online for this one, which I did use. It was a little awkward setup on my desk, but whatever, just put it on screen. But speaking of annoying achievements, in order to get the demons the protagonist would normally be able to use, you would have to fuse them in the Velvet Room. There's numerous achievements for these fusions, but the only one to really note is the Thorough Bookkeeper, requiring you to fuse all 226 demons. So just know I'm constantly doing this in the background. It's so fun to watch this big-nosed man play with his cards all day. Anyways, achievement. From there, it was time to grind to level 45, same level as Kubo. And once there, this is certainly a boss. It's a boss, alright. What? I thought that's... What am I fighting? What is that? This boss is strange. Like, design aside, even his fight is really weird. He uses this shell you have to destroy before you can do any real damage. As you break the shell, he doesn't even do anything crazy. Just some typical status debuffs and some less than strong attacks. Once you break down that shield, he will try and rebuild himself, but it's super easy to knock him back down. Like, you will maybe see him in his armor one more time before the whole fight ends. This means I should be very good. Like, it should be easy, right? Well, no. For some reason, every time he attacked, he decided he was going to hyper-fixate on Yukiko, easily KOing her. Chill, bro. That's my in-game girlfriend. But before this, I didn't buy any revive items. I forgot to hit the shop, and she's the only one with the revive spell on the team. So I had to go back to the world, back to the shop, back to the freak fee, all to fight him again. And it was easy. Second try. I think we got this. Look at his HP. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Loki, that might cook me. It's just Teddy. Please kill. Please kill. Oh my god, no. No. We hope. Please kill Teddy. Please. Yes! Yes! Let's go, my guy Teddy! It's bear time! It's bear time! Boom! Teddy clutched up! Teddy, you might actually be good. You know what, Teddy? I take it back. I take it all back. That's my goat. There we go. Game over. Secure Mitsuro Kubo. At this point, things are smooth sailing. We're almost at the halfway point of the game without lifting a single finger as the protagonist. And with the exception of Shadow Teddy, nothing has been too bad. It's looking great. Even better now that it looks like we've solved the mystery and it's now summer vacation. Now that I got more time on my hands, I began leveling up Chie's social link as I finally decided to put her back on the team. I also found myself in a relationship with her, because why have one when you can have two? I did the same with Rise. Her social link gives her moves that will constantly help the team. It's kind of an essential for a challenge like this, so I try-harded her link trying to get it done as soon as possible. Minus the romance part. Well, at least not yet. Anyways, with high spirits, the whole group spends summer together. First going to the beach. One of my favorite scenes. Yeah, where's Kanji asking the important questions?
Oh, here he comes.
Oh god, no. Let's go. This dude is ready. Why is Yukiko looking away, bro? She's terrified.
Hold it! Time out!
Wait! Oh, I just realized! What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god, and Teddy's right next to it.
Shit, the wardrobe malfunction was mine!
You don't say! We also attend a festival, with a specific bear's existence really bothering me. Can you guess who? I love... Dude, Teddy, shut up. I love moments like... Dude, why did you listen to Teddy instead? Yeah, thank you, Yosuke! And lastly, we went on a school field trip to a very nostalgic place. I just can't remember where I've seen this before. It must have been like 3 years ago, maybe?
Look, up there!
Whoa! This is kind of, This remind me of another game. This shot here.
It can't be.
Striker! No, it's just Teddy. Never make that noise again, please and thank you. Oh yeah, and Naoto's here now. Okay, now we gotta save Naoto. Turns out this whole thing isn't over after all, and Naoto used herself as bait to prove that point. This dungeon actually went really smooth though. While it was a bit of effort to level Chie up as she's now like 20 levels behind, it finally felt like the team actually is coming together. With each party member's social links starting to get high, we constantly see Rise buffs, 1 HP saves, and them helping each other out. Like, I don't even need the protagonist anymore. Like I could, use him in the first place. Anyways, Naoto time. Naoto, before I go through this door, no matter what, you cannot say the thing. No, don't say that, bro. Yeah, don't say it. With Naoto saying the thing and me stuffing my face full of donuts, I didn't expect this fight to really be that bad. And yeah, I was right. Not only was Rise constantly buffing me, like actually the best social link in the game for giving me these abilities, but Naoto wasn't even doing that much. Naoto's whole gimmick is this silencer move that sucks your SP. Besides that though, she doesn't do insane damage. Her one move that does a ton of damage only targets one character, meaning I could just heal right after and it's like it never happened. It's a fight that wants to drain your resources rather than just beating you and straight up doing a ton of damage. And so the best way to avoid this is just not relying on magic, hence why Chie, a physical attacker, was super helpful for this fight. A big issue though was Yukiko, my magic focused healer, who was not so very helpful because she constantly has to spam SP heavy healing spells. Thankfully, I picked up that this was going to be an issue pretty quick and adapted. The strategy turned into just spamming all my items instead. I don't need to use the spells, so let's just use items instead. And honestly, it works pretty well, but at what cost? All my SB items are gone. Yeah. Anyways, Naoto went down pretty easily first try while eating donuts. Naoto, you're almost dead. Please just die. GA, why are you missing? We've had this discuss. I feel like this is going very bad all of a sudden. If I all of a sudden mess this up, I'm going to cry. How did I don't know how I got. That was so bad at the end. I got way too comfortable. Naoto saved. Where's my achievement? Give me my. Okay, boarded up lab. Dude, this dude Adachi is always here as soon as I save someone. As we wait for Naoto to recover, I finished the Essential Marie social link and got into another special relationship. 4 for 4. I then went to the cafe to get some skill cards and met a familiar bald man. It's Walter White! You got an older brother, is it Walter White? And I got an achievement, acquired taste. Thank you, Walter. We then went to play a concert. You know, just a huge ass side quest when there's a serial kidnapper and murderer running around, but it was kind of worth it. I thought the beach was my favorite scene in this game, but I might have been lying. Yo, wait, they're killing it. Wait, what the fuck? I didn't think we'd be so good all of a sudden.
Sensei.
Dude, Teddy, bro, you're crossing a line that you already crossed. I have big brass balls. Please stop. Dude. Oh my god, it's time. Yo. We killing it. Oh my god, this is so cool. What is Teddy doing? What? Teddy crowd surf? Dude, Teddy's not even crowd surfing. They're just throwing this dude in the air. Oh my god. And yeah, the concert was fun and all, but it's back to school and back to cheating through my exams. This time, my Googling was top tier, and I did score top of the class for an achievement. Things then pick up the pace when we receive a strange letter from the killer. Dojima notices this letter, brings us down to the station, and puts us in the worst possible spot, as now the killer has the perfect timing to kidnap Nanako. And does. This leads to a scrambled situation where we end up discussing all the case's details right in front of Detective Adachi. But it'll be okay, he's a good guy, what could go wrong? Dojima chases the kidnapper, causing a crash, but upon inspecting the area, wait, they're all gone, there's just a TV. And so, the next day we dive into this freaky TV to save Nanako and beat Nametame, the apparent real killer, but who knows, we've had like 3 now. This is the first dungeon I would say I had absolutely no problems at all with. I chose to kick Yosuke off the team for Naoto, as Naoto is literally built for cruising through these dungeons as easy as possible. Her moveset is just really good, full of dark and light attacks that are quick insta-kills on these mob enemies. And since now I wasn't really worried about dying and having to restart floors constantly, I thought it would be a really good idea to grind up some of the personas, my compendium, start fusing them, and I finally completed 50% of the compendium. Overall, it was very easy to reach Nametame, meaning it's now time to save Nanako. Oh damn, he gets a whole cutscene!
Come this far. We're not
What
losing
the
now.
hell? Okay, you know what? I thought he was gonna look cooler than that, not that. Like, what the hell is that? Why do I have to fight this ugly thing, bro? Ew! Nametame is, well, difficult. Besides the freaky ass boss just being hard to look at, he's a monster. Even Rise's clutches were not enough anymore. Rise, you're my go! Rise!
More effective now.
Oh, let's go! That was so clutch! Shadow Teddy is what I would say is the hardest before this. It's more so because I wasn't prepared for it though, and that the 2 phases just made it extremely frustrating, leading to the win of that fight being just very lucky rather than an actual tactful victory. Here? No. That's not happening. Nametame ain't messing around. Nametame has no weaknesses, has all elemental AoE attacks, and his gimmick is that he can completely reduce damage from certain elements at a time. The way you would normally fight this battle is by switching the protagonist persona to whatever element he can be affected by at that time. Issue is, just in case you forgot, I can't do that. This leaves me with Yukiko's fire attacks, Chie's ice attacks, which are super weak by the way, and Naoto's wind attack. 3 elements, but that might as well be 2 because Yukiko is forced to just spam full team heals because he hits too hard. I also forgot to mention, minor detail, he can steal my teammates. I think just saying he pissed me off is like an understatement. Hitting way too hard, bro. Why do you do so much damage? Reese, now is not the time. I'm trying to die so I can restart the fight. I initially tried this battle at level 65 to match with Nametame, keeping up with that rule I said at the beginning. But after continuous failures, I decided I need to just go a bit higher. You see, Chie is just on the edge of learning God's Hand, an amazing physical skill that might as well be your best. And the best part of this skill is that Nametame takes neutral damage to physical attacks at all times. You see where I'm going with this? I also made my second major persona change for the MC. I set my persona to Black Frost. That way if he receives any fire or ice damage, he just absorbs it no matter who it's from, rendering almost half of Nametame's attacks just useless. And so I re-entered the fight against Nametame, ready to try my new charged God Hand strategy. How much damage is this gonna do? 434, Chie, let's go, my god, God's Hand was worth it. And I still died. It worked way better, a lot better, but I still died. At this point, it seemed like if I was really gonna win against Nametame, I would either need to be over-leveled or be very lucky. And I got time, too much time, so we're gonna get lucky. I knew I could beat this fight if I got lucky enough with his elements, dodges, reset buffs. I just needed luck with everything. This launched multiple attempts where I was stuck constantly using revive items, spamming heals, and just praying for the best. Honestly, in the end, I don't know how I did it. There's no set strategy. It was just react and pray that everything went well, and eventually this resulted in quite possibly the most insane persona moment I've ever had. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I think this is it. Okay, who is he controlling? Please pick Chie. Pick Chie. What? He took my whole team from me. How are you allowed to do that? I literally can't do anything. No, but he took my teammates. Yukiko, please continue to hesitate.
Senpai, are you okay?
How do I leave? Okay, please, HP, 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 HP. I need it so bad right now. No.
Senpai,
Yukiko, please. Yukiko. Wait, I absorbed that. I absorbed that.
Senpai, are you okay?
Yes! Look at that clutch! Oh my god! Oh my god! How did I survive a 4v1? How did I survive a 4v1? How did I just survive a 4v1? Okay. Please? Yukiko? 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 Yes! Yes! Let's go! 3 hours later! 3 hours later! I did it! Oh my god! Oh, that feels so good, dude. Finally. Nanako, I did it for you. I never gave up. It's for Nanako. Let's go! Nanako! We rescued Nanako. I have food in my mouth. 5 hours later, and after an uncountable amount of tears and attempts, Nanako was saved. Sadly though, she's super sick and stuck in the hospital. So as we wait for her to recover, I mopped up some random achievements. First, I opened this capsule thing that works while it's raining. It had this backstory this lady tried to tell me about, but like, who cares? I then was able to beat the rainy day beef bowl challenge for a random achievement, and finally maxed out my social stats. I've also been periodically visiting poor Nanako at the hospital, wishing she gets better, which after 3 times grants you an achievement. By the way, somehow this achievement is one of the rarest in the game. You're telling me only 7% of players cared enough to visit this girl in the hospital? Really? Dude, that's so fucked up. I guess though I'm part of the problem because I then proceeded to steal Kanji's wife and make her my 5th girlfriend. Why have 4 when you can have 5? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, Adachi, the genius detective, decided putting the killer in the same hospital as his victim and her father was the greatest idea of all time. This proves to be the worst idea of all time when Nanako flatlines. But Teddy somehow kinda heals her and brings her back. I don't know, I don't want to talk about it, but that dumb bear, maybe he's not that bad. In the chaos, we approach the killer, realize, wait, maybe he's not the killer, and speculate that it might have actually been Adachi this whole time. The same Adachi that we constantly spewed details of our investigation to, the same one who constantly showed up at our house, and the same Adachi who had easy access to every victim. And so, determined to suck more achievements out of him, we approach.
Detective's intuition.
Of course, Adachi, it bothers you when they... Yeah, I don't know, man. You might be cooked. Yeah, you're starting to break, dude. You're starting to break. Now you don't want to talk about it?
What's gotten into you today?
Exactly.
It's odd to see you taking
Thank
work
you.
so seriously.
And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
It's time to cook you, bro. It's time to cook you. You're
I'm
caught
going back.
red
I need to get to the
fucking
station and
handed.
report in.
Yeah, buddy.
Just one more
You're not
thing.
going anywhere.
We know for
Drop the
certain now
bombshell.
that the first
Cause we think it might have been
Exactly.
you.
My go Kanji, he just drops the hardest lines throughout the game, bro. I miss this dude. I love Kanji.
What? That's ridiculous.
at Detective Adachi.
Exactly. Let me hear
I
it, bro.
don't know.
Let me see it. Let's see it.
I'm busy.
Bro, bullshit. Bullshit.
Adachi!
Adachi! I think he's guilty. I think Adachi baby was the evil killer all along. And so we chase him into the freaky world. Perfect place for him. And get ready to end this once and for all. Yet again, this was an easy dungeon. One which actually brings us closer and closer to that 100% with tons of achievements. We get 999 damage, get our 50th sweep bonus, perform 50 fusions, and finish our 10th social link. And while the dungeons were getting quicker, easier, it all feels good, spirits are high, there's no more challenge. Adachi. Alright, this is it. This is the final boss fight.
This far.
Hello, Adachi. Alright. Damn! Okay, Loki, that was hard as fuck, dude. That walk up. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be... Hopefully this isn't too bad. We kind of match. Look, we're all kind of matching. I put on this outfit, and it works perfectly. Adachi is a two-phase boss fight, which is what exactly made Teddy so hard. And Adachi does much more than Nametame, already making this the worst fight yet, and I haven't even discussed it. Phase 1, which is actually Adachi, isn't bad at all. It's literally an impossible to lose fight. He doesn't do much damage, he doesn't have a special gimmick, he just tries and kinda fails. Dude, screw it. If this doesn't kill him, bro, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, it's time. It's time. It's time. Let's do this. God, I love the anime cutscenes. After Adachi, we had the real boss, Amino Sagiri. But the main issue is that Amino Sagiri can just do this, because why not?
Yukiko-senpai, no! Someone heal her!
Damn. Not only does this disco ball do way too much damage, but they decide they need to do these attacks twice. Meaning there's tons of turns where everybody will die or just be at 1 HP. You can cast defense spells to help with this, yeah, but more times than not, Amino will just remove them with one of their attacks. This makes this fight yet another one that comes down to luck. I keep up the pace with Amino the best I can, whether it's spamming heals, items, or buffs, and I just hope everyone holds out until I get the chance to do enough damage. Thankfully, because I did do everyone's social links by now, they help each other constantly and they dodge fairly often, but even then, that's not really enough. Keep in mind too that this is a two-phase boss fight, so every time I fight Amino, I gotta do the 15-minute Adachi fight. And after like 10 attempts in a row, you can do the math, it's terrible. I then went back to taking another look at my options, because at this point it's just not working. I couldn't sit here trying for luck after the hours I spent on Nametame. It was in this moment of despair though that I noticed something. This something leading to a silly strategy that might just work. I decided to take a look at my personas. I've been busy fusing, so by now I have tons of options, and I came across a fun ability. Amino spams physical attacks, especially when their HP gets right under 25%. And so I switched my persona to this thing. It's gonna work, please trust me. The strategy was paying off too. I was doing so much more damage by doing literally nothing. And it seems this extra damage was all I needed to push this battle in my favor. Even though I did hate the 5 hours this fight took me, it's peak Persona. The setting, being over Inaba with the skyline, and Amino just has a sick design. Not to mention, I think this might be the best ending to any boss fight I've ever had. The very worst, just Yukiko survives, and Yukiko can res.
No! Someone heal her!
Oh my god. Get Yukiko back in here, please. Okay, so Naoto's gonna die. He's gonna do an attack, but Rise is going to shield me and bring me back. Chie is gonna get back up. Hopefully Chie doesn't die. This is good. This is good. This is good. He's killing himself. He's dumb.
Naoto-kun collapsed.
I think it's almost the safest way to go. No matter what, I can't die here, right? Right? We're just gonna keep waiting the waiting game. I have a deflect persona on for this this is the scenario I envisioned. He just, yes! Yes! He killed himself!
Are you okay?
That's why I put that on! Yo! That was perfect! That was so perfect! Yo! Let's go! Get out of here, bro. You literally killed yourself. How you say you're gonna come back after you killed yourself, bro? There's our achievement. Secure Adachi. Breaking through the fog. Oh, man. 2 more dungeons. I got this. We beat Adachi and his disco ball god at the best time because Christmas is right around the corner. And we celebrated by giving Nanako a teddy plushie. I kinda want one. I then participate in this weird quiz game show thing. It's quite possibly the worst thing I've ever had to do in a Persona game, and when I seen who was hosting it all, it made sense. Teddy, you suck. Remember how I mentioned that Marie girl and her social link because if we don't do it, she dies so we forget all about her? That whole thing is beginning now. Maria's finally disappeared, and while we wait to locate her, I decide I'm gonna spend my time in the TV grinding out some of this game's most frustrating achievements. At this point here, I kinda gave up on trying to match the boss's levels because there's no way I'm gonna do everything I gotta do here and not get over leveled. And with the achievements being the main point of this video, I can't just choose to ignore them. And so we start with that super fun Rosette fan achievement, requiring us to hear 250 unique lines from Rise. This achievement only counts battle lines and it doesn't count duplicates. Like for example, if Yosuke gets attack lowered and Rise says something like, "Oh no, Yosuke, no attack, ah!" Yeah, that only counts as 1. If she says that same line again 2 times in a row, I'm not gonna count it again, it's only 1. Because I was using the guide I mentioned earlier, I was able to check off lines as I went through the game, and it was fairly easy to track the ones I was missing, with most being lines from characters I barely used like Kanji, or from very specific status effects. In the end, the biggest issue with this achievement was that it was time consuming. Waiting for Rise to say one very specific line can be incredibly frustrating. I got it! Yeah! I got it! Hardcore Reset fan! Teddy just needed to leave! Oh my god! Let's go! I wasted the last 4 hours of my life sitting here doing dumb shit! Oh my god! My next goal was fighting the Reaper, but first I fused up some of the personas I got during the Rise grind and finally seen a fusion accident, only after I completed 70% of the compendium. I swear it's just too rare in this game. But the Reaper, the hidden dungeon boss that is notoriously difficult in the Persona games, a challenge that is only there if you really want the best equipment in the game. And so it was time for me to challenge him. It's the Reaper. Okay. Everybody's like level 91, 93, 94. If I play the same safe strategy I've been doing, it should be good. But I hate finding this guy. This sucked. Why is this so easy so far? I thought like... No, actually, no. Do not come on. Stay doing what you're doing right now. Because I don't mind first trying you. It took me like 45 minutes to get a chest with you in it, so make this easy on me. Does he like seriously not have any like one-hit attacks? Like, He's not even, like, gonna try? That's it? That is it. Okay. Defeat the Reaper? Reaper without the protagonist? That was way too easy. I guess that's the Reaper. Well, okay. Notoriously difficult my ass. I then sold his weapon, like, to rub it in his face because, like, I actually can't use it. Like, that's why I sold it. I could use the money, though. And so I spent the rest of my days visiting Walter White to get some skill cards. We need, like, 100 of these. Soon enough, we go skiing. I get stranded with girlfriend number 2 in an old cabin, and the TV turns on. And this quickly brings us back into the freak world, sadly. But this time, I'm all for it. Fuck that, sadly. We gotta save poor Marie. Okay, getting back on track. I know we haven't spoke about dungeons themselves in a minute, but Marie's dungeon is insanely annoying. Not even because it's hard. Even on the most normal Persona 4 playthrough, this would just be super frustrating. Just imagine every single door you open, you have to fight a mandatory inescapable battle. Yeah, that's the gimmick. Oh, and you're stripped of all your items and you lose SP points after every battle because why not? But whatever, let's go save Marie. Now, I'm not going to include too many clips until New Game Plus because I may or may not have ruined my own game audio, but you're just not missing much. Marie is the complete opposite of the last two fights. While being two phases, basically the worst thing a boss can be in Persona 4, I beat her first try. Overall, the fight is just super easy. Her main gimmick is very close to Nametame's in the way she makes herself immune to everything, but the biggest difference in that is that her dungeon gives you items to remove these immunities, and so it's not really much of a problem. Oh, and she just doesn't hit that hard. This results in an easy fight that I could just sit there and do damage and damage and damage and just eventually get an easy victory after all that pain Adachi put me through. I'm sorry to do this to you, Marie, but I think you're cooked. Marie, I think this is it. If not, well, you kill Yukiko, but that doesn't really change anything. Yeah, that's it. That was literally the easiest boss fight yet. Why is Teddy so sad? Okay, you know what, Teddy, I'll let it slide. I can understand why you'd be sad. We did it! Yay! Welcome back, Rescue Marie. One more dungeon. Saving Marie leads us to the end of the game. Kinda. Persona 4 can end here, but there's a true ending. An ending that leads you to one final boss. The person who gave us that Persona power. They're angry, and I kinda get it. I haven't used the Persona power at all this whole playthrough. I'd be mad too. But who is it? The perfectly normal looking gas station attendant. Who else would it be? They're revealed to be Izanami, and Izanami doesn't do anything special for a final boss. Their dungeon is normal, their boss isn't too hard, and overall, to me at least, it's just not very memorable. At least compared to what Adachi had going on. I do really dislike how much of a cakewalk this whole area and boss is to complete. Considering this is the real final boss, it's just kind of a bummer. But yeah, Izanami, pretty easy. While at this point I was over-leveled, it wasn't really close enough for it to change much. I did still have some close calls and party members did go down at points, but it wasn't enough to really make me worry. There was basically no strategy really. Yukiko does her healing, Chie does big damage, Naoto fills in the gaps, and the protagonist, well, he doesn't do anything. Nothing at all. He never does anything. Well, actually, wait. That's actually not true here. The fight does end with a scripted rule break, but other than that, it's just too easy. I think we're about to be closed up with this fight unless this thing does something insane. Okay, it's about to do something insane. Oh, Naoto, you're goated! Naoto, no! Yukiko, no! Wait, no! I'm 99% sure this is scripted, right? Are you kidding me? No, okay, it's scripted. I was gonna be like, bro, did this thing really just wipe me in a second? I was gonna be so upset because I've been fighting this thing for 30 minutes. Oh, dude, you think that's gonna work a second time? Nah. Yeah, I bet you regret giving me these powers now. Dude, okay, we get it. You're spamming. Okay, well, I think it's fitting to break the rules. We gotta break the rules, and I know what a better place to break the rules than Myriad Truths. Oh my god, that's so hard. Look at that. Drop it on him. You're gone. You're gone. It's been nice knowing you. That's it. Defeat Izanami. Yeah, Yosuke said it. This is it. That's Persona 4. I guess at this point, we can now answer part of the big question of this video. Can you beat Persona 4 without the protagonist? Yeah, it's doable. I kept thinking throughout this playthrough I could have made this challenge even more difficult for myself if I allowed party members to act freely. Then I would truly be doing nothing as the protagonist. And while that's harder, I guess it just didn't seem as fun to me. And not only that, it's not even the main focus of the video. Like, I don't even want to imagine what would happen if I was trying to farm all 250 of Rise's lines, doing it like that. But whatever, we can't speak like the video's done because we actually don't have all the achievements yet. New Game Plus is mandatory for the Persona 4 completion. As we head into New Game Plus, I gotta point out that Persona 4's New Game Plus is kinda wonky. First of all, everything in the game resets besides social stats and the compendium, meaning we gotta reread all our books, redo all our social links, and re-level every party member. As for difficulty, it doesn't really spike too hard. Compared to something like a Souls game, Persona 4, it's kinda really hard to tell the difficulty difference. Meaning that as I get achievements for getting the special eating box lunch, why can't I say eating box lunches, catching bugs, just get them out of the way. Nothing from my first playthrough changes all that much in New Game Plus. I'm still doing the same strategies and struggling in the same places, but I've given up on that level cap. I know it was a big rule, but my reasons being are just, I gotta fuse the whole compendium, and you have to be a really high level to fuse everything. Like, some of them are level 95, and it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Sooner I get there, easier it is. And two, my first playthrough of this challenge took over 70 hours, and I'm really trying to pick up the pace. A good chunk of that was the long-winded boss fights, and if I could just get them out of there just a bit faster, it would be very nice. And not to mention, it's not like I'm doing anything special at this point. I've done it all before and you've seen it all before. Overall, the achievement part of New Game Plus is pretty boring too. I'm basically following a guide that will tell me what to do at every single point of the game, and so I just won't submit you to it. I basically rebought the Repel persona, followed the guide to read the books and the social links, and mopped up all the random achievements I was missing while doing the dungeons in the same fashion, just over-leveled. But eventually I was coming up towards the infamous Adachi fight. The fight that was definitely, without a question, the hardest in the base game. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was like 20 levels over leveled. I was still scared. But first I went fishing. I caught whatever that was. We're off track, but it got me an achievement. I then went home, read my final book, got me another achievement, and woke up the next day to fight Adachi. It was just a rough week. Alright, we're about to fight Adachi, which is probably the fight that by far gave me the most difficulty in my original run. As you see here, this is kind of funny, but everybody is level 99. I don't know how to explain it. I decided, yeah, goodbye. No trouble, literally at all. No way. Oh, wait, I got again. I said no way. I didn't think it would actually do it. He did it. He did it both playthroughs. Wait, that's low-key perfect. Yo. That places us pretty close to the end of the game, and after saving Marie a second time, we're yet again on the final day of Persona 4. But this time we got a lot of things to do. First up is the final social link, and it's Adachi, dude. He's been haunting me this whole game. Okay, so we're meeting up with everybody for the last time, you know, doing the true ending stuff, all of that. But when we read the last letter from Adachi in prison or whatever, we should finish his social link, and his social link is the last social link we need to see, so we should finally see the fruits of our effort. Max, Toru Adachi, come on, where's the achievement? I'm not seeing it. Like, the social link's done, but like, okay, I'm a little concerned. Oh, I just got it. Oh, I was scared, bro. I thought I was about to get scammed. I was like, there's no way I messed up. Okay, there's still more we have to do though. The next thing was those skill cards. After my first and second playthrough, tons of days spent at the Walter White Cafe, I was still somehow missing 15. Somehow. This was extremely frustrating, and honestly, it really annoyed me. I hated this, but it basically meant I had to do an extra hour and a half of just grinding for them. And I was just hoping I get this one naturally, but yeah, I got it. The last thing I had to do before our big, final, grand ending challenge was fuse up the rest of the compendium. It's really nothing too special, it's just very costly, it costs a lot of money, so I had to spend some extra time grinding, but whatever, here we are. Time to work on these compendium achievements. First, we gotta fuse this guy, Izanagi no Akami. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I can solve it. Dude, look at how many personas, it's 12. Oh, I got the achievement. I forgot I was doing this for an achievement. I don't know how I forgot that, but there we go. This should be the actual last one. You know, I just googled what personas am I missing Persona 4. And I got a list. And shit, why are you moving like that? You moving a little bit too much. Just give me my achievement and deal will be over. Come on. I need my achievement. Please. What else are we missing? Come on. You don't need to learn anything else, I promise. I promise you don't need any more skills. You just need to give me that achievement. I got it! I thought shit didn't give it to me. I thought, oh my god, Margaret, you can't prank me like that. Oh my god, I'm a Velvet VIP. Oh my god, that was like the worst achievement I've ever done. But finally, the game's hardest challenge, the real final boss of Persona 4, Margaret. This fight is New Game Plus exclusive, and in order to access it, you have to do her social link, defeat every mini-boss in the dungeons, all before following a very specific set of steps on Persona 4's last day. And was it all worth it? Probably not. Oh my god, I'm here. And Margaret is up there. Do you see her? She's up. Oh my god. Wait, this is scary. Is she talking about... Oh my god, that's so cool. Is she talking about Persona 3? I'm ready. I know this is about to be mad difficult. Oh my god. Oh, what? Why is she flying? Thank you, Rise. It's over 9,000. That would be a funny ass line. I think that's gonna be my first failure. Oh my god. Margaret, you suck. What am I even supposed to do, dude? Yeah, definitely not worth it. All those steps just to get my ass beat this badly. I now very well understand why Margaret's achievement is by far the rarest one in this game. I thought I'd struggle a little bit, maybe eventually get the hang of it, eventually get it down through luck, but no, the second I seen everything she could do, I felt like I hit a wall quickly. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think she seems impossible. Not only does she have coverage of everything, hit super hard, have the most HP in the whole game, but her AI is smart enough to consistently target weaknesses. This one element turns this fight to a whole nother level. You basically have no choice but to keep up with her or it will fall apart. There is no free turns you get. And I got a whole protagonist that just can't do anything. He's not allowed to. The issue is this. Say someone downs or dies. This happens a lot. She constantly targets weaknesses. But this turns into turns where she'll get to attack 4 times. All because nobody dodges. At that point, the party needs to be healed, people need to be revived, items need to get used, and then someone on top of that needs to cast defense buffs because without them, this fight's just not happening. And a lot of the time, you just can't do everything that needs to be done in one single turn. It then becomes a domino effect. I can't get the last party member up, therefore I only have 2 turns that just aren't enough, and Margaret just slaughters my squad. I can't even consider grinding until I get lucky. I would need the team to dodge an impossible number of attacks. And even then, Margaret does 2 more things I haven't even mentioned yet. Not only does Margaret do a one-time full heal once under 30%, but if you take over 50 turns to beat her, she casts a spell that does 10,000 damage. I'm almost 100% positive that even if I did find some crazy strategy that worked, I wouldn't be able to do enough damage without the protagonist before she does her insta-kill attack. But I didn't want to give up just yet. I decided I'd at least try switching the difficulty down to normal because even then I'd still be beating her without the protagonist. And this went, it didn't work. It just, I tried, but I couldn't do it. After so many attempts, it was the same. A bit more damage, yeah, but I kept going down super easily. Worst of all, something snuck up on me. You see, I'm in the path of this storm named Milton, which decided it wanted to turn into everyone's worst nightmare in like the blink of an eye. I had to finish this today. I didn't want to lose power, you know, just in case. I didn't want a huge gap in between everything just to come back, forget everything, and just, it would be awkward, it would be bad. And sadly, this left me with only one option to get this fight done. We're just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna explain it. I know I already explained it. I'm a little upset. I really want to. It sucks to see that. All right, let's see how much damage this does. This should do mad damage. My first attack. Oh yeah, look at that damage. That was nice. As I expected, doing this fight the right way, the way it's meant to be done, is easy. Even though it did hurt really bad, the strategy was working really well. I constantly used Chie's dragon buff while spamming damage as the protagonist, making it just possible to do enough damage before 50 turns. I had Yukiko and Yosuke pick up the slack, whether it's heals, items, extra damage, they're there so that we don't get hit by that domino effect I was talking about. Even though I am very upset it went down this way, I'm happy Margaret's beat, and I'm happy that this is over. She's about to just throw this out. We're gonna be good, and then we're just gonna... Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Okay. I need her to chill. This just don't hit, and we're good. We're just good at this. Just... Yo, chill. Chill. This cannot happen. Big damage. Oh my god, look how low she is. Come on. Chie, you got this. You're the GOAT. Come on. Yosuke, you're the GOAT. You got this. Does she kill? She kills. Yukiko's my GOAT. Yukiko kills. Yes! Margaret! Oh my god. It doesn't feel as good. I don't know if this would have been ever possible without the protagonist. I'm not the most entrenched in Persona. I'm not the most like... I don't know everything. I don't know all the strategies. I don't know all the crazy things you can do in this game. And I bet if you like combined it all, it might be possible. But I just wanted to get it done.
And I must thank you.
I must thank you. Yes. Sure, Miss Margaret. There's our achievement. Defeat Margaret. And we can actually get our final achievement just like this. All we have to do is we're gonna just walk out, and we kind of have to break a rule to do this one. The reason I haven't done this one is I wanted an achievement to actually be the final achievement, and I wanted I didn't want to break the rules. But basically, there's an achievement for switching your persona 5 times in a battle. And so obviously I haven't been switching my persona ever, so we're gonna do that right now. We can just do it in this normal battle. All right, that's switch number 2, 3, 4. All right, and this should be the final one. 5. That should give me the achievement, right? There we go. Displaying adaptability and golden completed. Oh man, it feels so good. It feels so good. I love this game, man. That's Persona 4. We can finally answer the video's title, and the answer is no. No, you can't. No matter how well everything goes, Margaret stops you right in your tracks and takes this challenge that seems so possible, that's so great, and just says, no, you can't do this. This is impossible. You're not getting past me. But at least it was fun. I love the Persona series a ton, and I have every game completed, 100%ed, except for Persona 4. I decided if I'm gonna do Persona 4, if it's gonna be my last game that I do, I want to do it in a fun way. Let's do it in the craziest, funnest way I could think of, and that was this challenge. I want to thank you for watching. I know this is like the longest video on my channel, but well, there was a lot in it. It was a long run, 130 hours. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Acting like they know us, Mr. Keep It 100, running with them soldiers. Is it real? Not the type of spirit. prepare.